This is the Market Equilibrating Process paper, an explanation and practical uses therein. Professor Malaku Teshome, University of Phoenix, Econ 561 MBA program. Hello, my name is Mike Dutton, and this paper, this assignment was to describe the market equilibrating process. Basically, how the market uh, equalizes itself, stabilizes itself. Now, before we get into that, I'd like to mention just economics in general. Economics itself is a general theory that most people use on a day-to-day basis, even in things we don't really realize. I mean, we definitely use it when we're making our purchases. We have finite amount of money that we have, and we have to make sure we maximize the amount of goods we can receive from that finite amount of money. So we search for deals. We look at the things we really want and really need versus the things that are luxury items and stuff we don't really care about. And we adjust based on that. Additionally, we make decisions on time. People always think of economics as being simply just something that has to deal with money specifically, where in actuality there are the economics of time. How am I going to use my time wisely? That's a finite amount of resource, time, that we have to make decisions about. For instance, that's why I'm doing this, because it will take me less time. So, continuing on from that, before we get into market equilibrating process, I want to mention that I'm a professional photographer on the side. So a lot of my examples for papers and future things in the class will be based off of my experiences and using that as a case study. But to go into it, um, the market equilibrating process basically depends on the supply theory of supply and demand, wherein is you have a certain amount of supply and a certain level of demand. As demand increases, boop, as demand increases and the supply stays the same, the equilibrium price, I should say, goes up. Whereas if demand goes down and the price stays and the supply stays the same, then the equilibrium price goes down. And the converse is true of supply. As supply goes up, the price goes down, and as supply goes down, the price goes up. So I'm going to spend a lot of time talking about using a slide. So I'm going to transition to the slide right now and give you an overview using graphical representation. So we'll move on to that. This is an example of a supply and demand graph that I'm going to use to explain my situation. So here I am, Mr. Photographer. Um, as you can see, I had a certain amount of supply, what I could personally supply in our market because I was pretty much the only guy around. And then the demand was as such, a decent amount of demand. Well, this was the original price point that I had as I was operating. As you can see where the arrow is the original price. Now also the dashed line is that original supply curve. That's the amount of supply that I was able to provide. Now, welcome to my market, more photographers. So the supply of the service increases. And because of that increase in supply, the price point will slowly go down. Now, I say slowly because it's going to take a while for people to know, what their actual price point is, and this does not happen instantly. So the thing is that this is a situation I find myself in. Now, how to avoid the effect of this is, how to distinguish yourself in the market and a whole bunch of things that will ease the amount that this affects me. But right now, this is what I'm experiencing. There was more offerings in my photo market, and the price is coming down because there's more there. So that is market equilibrating in a nutshell. It's important to consider this as, when you think about economics, as with all theories, it is just a proven framework in which we can make sense of our environment, the economic environment in this case. But it's also important to remember that, as with the market equilibrating process, it is one of many tools that we can use to help us make our business decisions. That's it. Thank you.